We are live now.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone for joining the Saga Multiverse Hackathon demo session today. My name is Brian. I'm from DoraHacks. I'd like to introduce both everyone who's joined this demo session Zoom call, the Saga team, the judges, as well as the projects themselves and the developers who created these amazing biddles. Thank you all for joining me. I'd also like to welcome everyone in the audience who's watching from home for joining as well and giving your support to this hackathon and to these very promising developers who spent a lot of time on their projects. It's very kind of you. So thank you for joining. Before we begin, I would just like to say, if anyone has any questions during this demo session, please feel free to reach out directly to me at any point. My Telegram handle is @BrianDora, and I'll make sure to ask the teams any questions you may have. You can also connect directly with these teams during their demo sessions. They'll tell you how and the best ways. You can connect directly with DoraHacks as well on Twitter or in Discord, and Saga team as well. Please connect with them directly. So with that being said, I would like to formally kick off the demo session today. We have 3 demo presentations that are going to be occurring. But before we get to that, I would like to just welcome the judges and then kick it over to Rex. The judges that will be joining us today are Sam Campbell from Samsung Next, JOAN Kim from Samsung Next, and BRAM from Maven 11. Thank you guys so much for joining the demo session today. It really means a lot to us. And we're really excited to be presenting some of these projects to you today and hearing your thoughts. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Rex from Saga up to the stage to give some words of welcome as well.
Thank you, Brian. So we're super excited that this is our first demo day for our first ever Saga Multiverse Hackathon. We've been overwhelmed with the response with more than 53 projects submitting. And of those, we have some very lucky, very talented folks today presenting multiverse collaborations. So if you're not familiar with Saga, we're an L1 that launches other L1s, which means our vision is that in the future, developers will be able to have their own chain on a per application basis. And to spread the word and raise awareness of what you can do with Saga Cassiopeia, we wanted to put this hackathon together and challenge our network of global developers, including nearly 300 Saga innovators, to show off what is possible with Saga Cassiopeia, our initial launch of our platform, with mainnet coming later in the year. So this is the big one. This is the $20,000 grand prize out of our total prize pool of $50,000. Thanks to our co-sponsors, Link, Scenario.com, and Spheron Network, who have supported us with workshops and other APIs and credits that they've offered developers. Super appreciated. So today we're going to be reviewing a series of multiverse collaborations between these projects, a multiverse collaboration being a situation where developers from different projects pool their IP and come up with something new. And this is a concept we are extremely excited about. I want to take a moment to invite our CEO, Rebecca Liao, to maybe make a couple comments about Saga Multiverse and why we're excited to do this. And then I can go on to investor introductions. Rebecca, do you feel comfortable?
Thanks so much, Rex. Well, thank you everyone for joining today, and welcome to our judges, Sam, JOAN, BRAM. Thanks so much for being here. I think the projects are going to greatly benefit from your insights, and I hope you enjoy seeing them as well. We've seen some previews, and it's quite special. So as Rex mentioned, Saga Multiverse is one of our big initiatives. I would say it actually defines our ecosystem at this point. I'm so sorry. If you're mute, if you're not speaking, that would be great. There is some feedback to the system. All right. Thank you, guys. So what Multiverse is all about, as Rex said, is collaborations between our innovators. And this is not just technical collaborations, although those are absolutely welcome. Fantastic, but creative collaborations. The whole point of Web3, in our opinion, is the decentralized generation and control of content and intellectual property. And so we are so inspired to see our innovators creating crossover collaborations, storylines, characters, etc., amongst themselves, and really extending each other's multiverses. So we're so thrilled to share some samples with you today, and the story keeps going. We have more of the same, in fact, probably in an even bigger iteration later this summer, which we'll reveal later in this call. But for now, I am going to turn it back over to Rex, and let's get going.
Thank you. So our investor panel, Sam, JOAN, and BRAM, will be making some notes and submitting judges. The format will be, we'll call up each developer team, and then I've got some slides here. We'll go through a couple slides, and then there'll be a live demo. And then we're going to hold our investor questions Q&A until after all the demos have been completed. So having said that, I'm going to advance a little bit to the next slide. So here's our agenda. Real quick, investor judges, if you wanted to make a short introduction of yourselves, that would be welcome. Any order, Sam, perhaps, if you would like to go first and just say hi.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sam Campbell from Samsung Next, an investor primarily focused on crypto and gaming.
JOAN?
Hey everyone, I'm JOAN. I co-lead crypto alongside Sam, and we're really excited to see on Saga, which essentially to the next wave of the run.
Thank you. And BRAM?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Bram. I'm an investment manager at Maven 11. We were a pure venture capital firm focused on blockchain based in Amsterdam, and also looking forward to what everyone is building today. So good luck.
Thank you so much. All right. And without further ado, we're going to go to the real stars of the show, who are the developers and builders. So I'm going to bring up Another World and Bano Go. Jackie, do you feel who from your side is going to be leading the presentation? And I've got some slides here.
Yeah, I can take it from here.
Yep.
So this is Jackie from Another World. So we are a collective of NFT holders and builders, and we've been thinking about our wonderful experience last year at NFT NYC, where different communities, for example, Pro Apes, Azuki, Clone X, Chain Monkey, and some other great communities, we gather at NFT NYC, and we meet people who wear NFT merch, and we exchange Twitters, we do treasure hunt, and went to concerts. So that was a wonderful physical experience. So some of us were thinking, how about we bring it into a digital world? And so this is where I'm going to showcase today. And I think we have a few slides, and I'll jump into a demo right away to talk about how Another World actually looks like.
Yeah, so building off of what Jackie said, we wanted to, so Bano Go is, we create collectible characters that are 3D animated, sort of like NFT collectibles. And so you can kind of think of it as sort of like maybe a Funko Pop for Web3. And so I think if you go to the next slide, this is sort of a little cover. As Jackie was kind of saying, some of these NFTs actually come with commercial rights to their owners to use in whether it's merchandise, gaming, they have the freedom to do that. So we identified several characters from different brands, 2 from World of Women. We're calling the one, we're affectionately calling the one on the left Rodeo, because she looks like she's from Rodeo Drive. And then Hayseed, because she's got the hay in her mouth. And then we got the Azuki girl. So if you go to the next slide. So this is what the characters look like when they've been Bacanoized. We make them as the 3D characters using our base models, so they have a unifying look and aesthetic. And as the 3D characters, we're then able to use them actually not just in the NFTs, but in gameplay. So if you go to the next. So in this instance, something that Jack and I have been talking about is that some of these characters can show up as NPCs. Like the Azuki girl can be in the Azuki region, so you could find her there. And as Jackie and his team like develop, maybe they could serve as like guides, they could get information, etc. You can find them there. Go to the next one. Also something that Jackie's done that's really cool is that he's token gated some of the areas. So you know, if you have some of the NFTs, they could open up those areas and you could find like certain characters like the World of Women, you know, potentially in this zone. So they can create exclusive player versus player experiences because you can find them there. So the next. So yeah, we've created blind boxes. So this is what we do for some of the NFT drops, where when there's different rarities of a collection, people could buy the NFTs and then discover the different rarities. So we use this as an imported item that potentially where we could create incentives for people to come into the game, find these items and actually mint to the user wallets. So to go to the next slide. And this could be like the content within the blind box. You could potentially get a card, a boxed version of the character, the dancing version, which is on the left, and then like special rarities of the silver and gold. So there's different rewards, and so you don't know which one you're going to get. Go to the next. We wanted to also like incorporate scenario and how we could use AI. You know, because we're creating a derivative, we didn't want to just use the exact background, but we wanted to be inspired from the background art, so that our new version of the NFT, you know, builds off the original. So what we did was we threw the background environment into scenario with different prompts and created some unique graphic backgrounds that were inspired by, but yet visually different than the original. And if we were doing generative, we saw that like really how scenario could actually create a lot of assets for us to play with that generative aspect. The next slide. We also talked about how like right now Jackie's guns in Another World are like machine guns. And so we thought like, oh, well, maybe we could make them more thematic to the character. So in the Bored Ape section, we played with like, you know, a banana blaster. And if you go to the next slide, we have Hayseed. One of the styles is, since she has sort of a rockabilly look, there's like the 50s revolver space blaster, but then we also tried with like a Bacano style with the colors and everything. So it's kind of like a style that would make Barbie proud. And then the next one is and this would be like Rodeo. So we created a blaster, but this would be like encrusted with jewels and rubies and sapphires. So we just thought it could be fun. And we saw how really the AI tool could work with the theme of the character to make assets specific. And then we could use that concept art to then eventually make the 3D models for it, for the player versus player experience. And so it's built, all these things is basically building, we're bringing our IP of Bacano Go into Another World, but then it's also bringing the World of Women, and it's bringing the Azuki fans and collectors into the space because they could get to see their characters.
Real quick, for the judges' understanding, scenario.com are a generative AI platform that make it super easy to create in-game items. So they're co-sponsoring with us to showcase how generative AI can be used with all these different environments. So keep going.
So yeah, I think the next one that's the end for us. So we can turn over back to Jackie.
So Jackie, are you able to do a demo?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I can share my screen and do the live demo.
Let's do it.
Okay. So for friends that are online, I would like to also invite you to join our demo. You can go to, let me share my screen. Okay. You can see my screen, right? Yeah. So for friends that are online, if you go to anotherworld.gg, and you'll be part of the demo. And if you go to anotherworld.gg, that's a website, and click on the web-based preview, and you'll be able to join the demo. I'm going to share a few links. And oh, I think this is streaming, right? Okay, maybe I'll just toggle back for the
works
for the explorers. So if you have Saga explorers, you can leave it open, and then you will see live transaction coming through from the game. And I also want to mention our friend at Modular Cloud. So they did a very special version that combines the game backends with the explorer, and that's super exciting. I'm going to launch the game now.
So this demonstrates that they've launched a Cassiopeia chainlet, and they've got live transactions, and you can see those transactions from the game happening in the Explorer.
Yeah, that's correct. So if you go from a website, you can type in your ENS, and for me it's Jackie.eth. It doesn't check your wallet, so it's like a read-only and view-only assets. It limits things that you can do, but you can get one airdrop. If you use platforms like Hyperplay or Token Proof to further verify your account, then you can get more airdrops in the game. So again, Another World is a collective of NFT holders, and there are different community zones. If you choose different community, you start from their community zones. And let me just go for Yacht Club. So it does require you to complete a tutorial. You'll be spawned in the desert. Use your mouse to drag around, WASD to move. So this is a simple tutorial to get everyone just too familiar with how to run the game. And if you have a gamepad like me, it's much easier because it is a game. But in addition to it being a game, okay, I see there's some friends here. Cool. So you can think about, this is a game that glue all the Web3 utilities together. So we're using ENS, and we're using the Twitters. You can see my Twitter followers on the screen. And if I open up my inventories, those are the NFTs that I actually own. So in Another World, it's not only owning those NFTs, you can be your NFT, like this one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go on a journey, like to find some items, and also show you how it works with Saga Chainlet. So I'm now inside a dangerous zone. So this is a place people can kill me and kill my avatar, and some of my inventory can be disappear just by me dying in the battle. So I want to highlight a few things. So this is an open world where players can walk anywhere, but they do have to walk across different areas. There's no portal, no like shortcuts. It's big, but everything's walkable. Okay, so over here we got our first item. Right. So this is a Saga hoodie. What's special about it is that it is an NFT, and it is going to, as I pick it up, and it's going to go through the chainlet, and you will see the chainlet picks up and transaction confirmed. So what I'm going to show you is that if I'm quick enough, I will pick out the hoodie, I'll switch to Chainlet Explorer, you'll see what's going on there. Okay, so I'm going to pick out this hoodie, and well, I just want to put it on. So, and okay, let's see the chainlet. Okay. we do see a transaction happening. Oh, I think China is getting fast. Okay, this is where this token, that's a hoodie, was minted. And also, I want to also highlight our friends at Modular Cloud. So if you go to Modular Cloud, and their dashboard is a combination of a leaderboard and also on-chain records. Okay, it also got updated here. And so this is my account, and I have 2 hoodies now. And okay, I'm going back to my game. Yeah, I have 2 hoodies. I'm wearing 2 hoodies at the same time. Yeah. Okay. So, and then I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to show you. So I also want to mention the hoodie and all the wearable items here are a collaboration with DMKTZ, Democratize. So they are also a great partner we have, and they allow us to use their hoodie templates so that we can have this cool wearables, digital fashion wearables. And those wearables does persist if you choose different characters, avatars in the game. You can also wear them. If I choose an on-chain monkey, I can wear a Saga hoodie on on-chain monkey. So how about, okay, so this is where Isaac was talking about, but we're not going to do a reveal today, so we can just pick out the box. This is the Bacano Go box, and maybe I'll bring it to my other friend so that they can also well, find it in the desert. Okay. All right. So I do have my Bacano Go box. I'm going to drop here. So anyone who pick out this box, well, it's going to have item in their inventory, and in future we'll reveal the items. Like as I said, there will be figures around. Well, maybe I'll pause here and let me know if you have questions. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was the ape at the beginning. It was very smooth. So really like this. I think that this is already pretty good. I have a question with regards to like integration. So you now have this initial set of popular NFTs. How easy is it to onboard a new collection? Is it something where I could do this in the future myself, like I generate something, or is this something that you would like to keep control over? And also it has to be within the style and possible to create something that actually fits within the game. What is your vision on that?
Well, there are a couple of levels of questions. So first, to import NFTs, depending on that's 2D or 3D. 2D is much more easier. It can be a painting like friend NFT items. That certainly much more quicker than doing a 3D. We could do like a dynamic import for 3D objects, and I think that's certainly doable once we figure out the pipeline. Because right now we're importing Isaac's work and others to put in their 3D into the game. I'm sure we can figure out the pipeline, and I think that's a great idea and suggestion. And the second level, how about the styles? Different NFT, they have different styles. So it's more like this is a place like Fortnite, and it's more like a Fortnite where different NFT, different like styles, they all coming together. And I think we designed this PvP area like the movie Ready Player One. So it's also like including multiple IPs. So we'll see how it goes, but right now it seems to me it's really fun to be in this neutral zone and seeing different IPs joining. And I do want to mention that the hoodies are team uniforms, and once you put on the same hoodies, you won't be able to harm your teammates. So you'll be team up and collecting rare NFTs in this dangerous zone.
Well,
Very
and just
cool.
to build off of that, you know, one of the ways to maybe onboard is, you know, through Bacano Go, because as we like, one of the things that we're going to get into is licensing with IPs. So if we develop IP relationships, we can be bringing in character models. But then also, if you have an NFT and you want to essentially create a character, you could license with us. And then because we use a lot of the same sort of base models, it could be that like you kind of Bacanoize your character, and then as we kind of develop the system for the rigging and making those characters like playable, because we have a little bit of a standard, it would help the onboarding process. It wouldn't be just like, hey, take your NFT, immediately make a 3D character. That wouldn't be there yet, but it could be a way that like someone could bring in their character and kind of create it there. And then as you're kind of logging in, if we have, there's the different worlds, there could eventually be the sort of Bacano zone that the world of women holders, it becomes a little bit more of a, like the Ready Player One starting point where the Bacanoized range of NFTs, could start from.
All right, we gotta have a 15-minute cap per each, just because we got 2 more teams. So thanks a lot for showing this off, Jackie and Isaac. And we're gonna move to the next team and we'll just keep going, but really appreciate the creativity. Really great to see those transactions running live on Casio and the performance. And with that, let's go to Cosmic Exodus in Bacano Go. So let's pull up Cosmic Exodus and Bacano Go.
Okay, I guess I'll start with my slides again.
Yeah.
So Tom and I with Cosmic Exodus, we've worked together in a previous game jam, and one of the things that we wanted to show here is, in addition to NPCs, that we could create playable characters. So we took one of his original characters from the game, the Cosmic Girl, and here you can see the original design. And then we take it through a process where we illustrate it, break it down into our style. And then here you can see the 3D animated or the 3D character. And the advantage here too is that like these NFTs could be the thing that unlock the characters. So if you are a holder and you're a player of the game, it gives you the option to play the character, and he can show some animation later. And then what we do on our end is, instead of just being the designers, we're also an animation studio. So we use motion capture to create the idle, walking, and running actions and deliver that as FBX, so that instead of it just being like, here's the skin, we're also able to give those playable animations. Here's the next. One thing, again, with scenario we wanted to experiment with is that we really saw it useful for creating the concept art, because we were coming in with the gameplay already established, but we wanted to be working on the art. So we ran some of the gameplay footage through scenario to create more of this like imaginative background that could be used for marketing tools, could be used as concept or any kind of material art that we needed. So you go to the next one. So this was just another example of the before. This is the gameplay on the left, and then on the right is the concept art using the iterations. You go to the next. And then what we did is we took that art and then applied it to the background of the characters, so that it gave context to the character where it's from. So that was a really useful tool for us, instead of having an illustrator, do a digital painting. The fact that we could work from his gameplay, create this integration really quick. You go to the next. And just kind of going into the playing with the idea of the advantage of it being art. This whole environment was also used just by running it through iterations through the AI generator. And we really thought that as we're developing concept art, we saw how useful of a tool this is. We go to the next. The orbs are like power-ups in Cosmic Exodus. And so if we were to create NFTs that also unlock orbs, the thought is like, well, we could do the whole 3D modeling and make the card, or we could just take the art, run it through AI, do an upgrade, and then have a more like artistic representation. You go to the next. And then we actually did it with his the playable the enemies, and how if we wanted to either create the art or if we wanted to partner with him in future seasons and we wanted to upgrade and do different character designs, we threw it through the generative process to create upgraded or new iterative styles of characters that we could then 3D model and provide for him in the future. So we were just really kind of playing and unpacking the tool of how it would show that we could collaborate as a source of art and development for various games and partners. The next. And then because we have the character, it's Bacano-wise, we have all of that, we could then do a cross collaboration as we were talking with like another world. So we can, so as Bacano Go, as we develop these characters and these partnerships, we create a system in which NFT holders could be playing unlock Cosmic Girl, Bacano Go character in the game, but then potentially unlock her as either as an NPC or playable character in another world or other future games. So, you know, by working together, we could, you know, pull different games together and create even more of a multiverse experience for gamers. That's it.
All right. So do we have a demo?
Yeah, I'll be showcasing our pitch deck as well, and then the demo, if that's okay.
I think that's all the slides we got. Are there more?
I'd have a few to share with you guys on my screen, if that's all right.
Go ahead. And just keep in mind we got time, so feel free to share.
Sure. All working? Yeah. So hello everyone, crypto enthusiasts, honorable judges, sponsors and participants of this event. We're very pleased to be here with you and be able to share our immersive strategy gamify experience. I'm Tom, the founder, and I would like to invite you to enter the metaverse of Web3 gaming, where your sole focus is on having fun. Our free-to-play and non-pay-to-win games offer endless entertainment and the opportunity to earn digital assets or digital goods. Just to give a little bit of perspective through the market, 8 hours on average, it's pretty big. 3 billion people in the world play games. So what are the most common issues that we face in nowadays traditional gaming market? It's the centralization, the censorship, and the limits that people have using certain products. Our value proposition is that we are here to create, publish, and distribute Web3 games that are free to play, non-pay to win, with a low barrier for new users. Really a big focus on user-generated content and to allow, to satisfy different needs all in one place. This is just a little showcase of our products, our website, marketplace. Our blog is still missing, working on it. To demonstrate here for this hackathon, we would like to showcase our pilot game with St. Carlos, which is a 3D tower defense game. We do have like this solo campaign, which is what we'll be demonstrating here. So let's call it our tutorial stage for the players to learn how to use the assets and to be able to earn them. We also will have this creator phase where people can design their own dungeons and compete in a multiplayer approach. I'll be showcasing a little bit more about this, but I'll keep it short. So I'm sure a few of the judges here will recognize some of these names, maybe other people as well. Just to kind of give this perspective of how's the market and the opportunities and what those players bring in terms of by design from the projects. So in terms of our team, we understand we are not, the most famous in the business. We do not have the resources other teams have, but in this, competitive business, we understand that we just need passionate builders that genuinely care about what they're building, real passion. And I would really like to appreciate all these people that contributed, not just the team members, but also our collaboration and partnerships that we have. To give a little bit of perspective in terms of the business model, because we do have a lot of risk and uncertainty in this market. So we choose to go with the most battle-tested revenue incomes, which would be the land sales, our loot boxes, our marketplace fees, and our digital passes. In terms of go-to-market, we really want people to be able to identify with us, and hopefully with our transparent information with the users, to actually listen to their feedback and to obviously give more education, because that's how we believe attain the unlimited potential of a brand. In terms of our strategy, we're really focusing on our own channels, meaning our own blogs, our own podcasts, educational content, loyalty program, reputation system, but also with our business development part, again, with our implementations of other games in our metaverse, from our collaborations, partnerships. And this is basically the stack we used to participate in this hackathon. And I'll be heading now to the demo of the game. Just 1 second. Here we go.
5 or 6 minutes.
It's really fast. So I'll be here on the launcher. We can actually also use this local wallet. No need to take out of the wallets, but for this specific use case, I'm gonna use this MetaMask account, which is already prepared with some tokens.
Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, it's not sharing the screen?
I don't see it.
Oof, my bad. There we go. I just scanned, connected. This is a fresh account. Oh, let me do again. Okay, 1 second. Let me try once again. Okay, connect. Oof. Oh, there we go. Takes a little bit. So I'll be putting a little bit less sound here. So here we go. We can enter our first dungeon. I'll give a short gameplay here so people can see a little bit of how it looks. This is our metaverse. You can learn how to use each different assets. We have different towers, different troops that will be assisting you to defend against the waves of Kairos. So it's pretty simple. Tower defense, mobs move to point A to point B, and you just have to defeat them, to kill them all. Simple demonstration on this case, just again, really simple entry level for new users. And the goal is that after people defeat a dungeon, they are able to claim this specific NFT they learn how to play and proceed with their experience. We have at this point 6 different levels ready. I'm actually going to showcase our town hub, which is a metaverse we created to showcase our partners' collaborations. Here in this specific hackathon, we did collaborate with Thailand, with Bacanago, with their avatars, and we did use Third Web, Saga, and Spiron for our tools and infrastructure. Another thing that I wanted to showcase really fast here is our showroom, where you can actually select, for example, the Cosmic Girl. You can come back here, you can see it here. And the same thing for the Island avatar. where you can actually use them, for example, to play in the game. We have different levels. Again, it's supposed to teach you how to use the different assets. For example, here we have different troops where you can actually move them to the specific spot you would like. And another demonstration would be the orbs, which are our power-ups to boost even more your defenses. So really simple. I'll just go here back. Just need to change the screen so I can show here the transactions here. And actually, if I go to my wallet, I can see the NFTs that I've collected in my account. And I believe that's almost on the time. So thank you so much, and appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Couple minutes for questions, Joanne.
Yeah, first off, great job on the tooling and infrastructure. I think it's great what you guys have built so far. I think Sam and I we share a thesis on how a game needs to be fun beyond just the play to earn aspect, and we agree with that point as well. I just wanted to dive deeper, or I was curious about how you guys thought about what it takes to design and make a game fun for users to come on to. Like what was your thought process behind creating this game, and how you thought about making it more fun?
Very well. Well, as a gamer myself, I always think the reason why I'm doing certain tasks inside of games, is this worth my time? Is this worth is this fun or not? Because obviously if things are not fun, people will not come back. In these types of situations, again, I really believe it's much easier for people to be rewarded by their own participation and merit. The better people engage, the more rewards they will get. And they don't have this exactly need by at the front gate to know what's a blockchain, what's a wallet, how to buy cryptocurrency. Remove all these filters, let's call it, and help people understand a bit better how the tool works once they are ready for it.
Well, thanks
Any
a
other
lot.
questions?
Really appreciate. I think we're at time. Really amazing
time,
creativity, and excellent to see the collaboration. And thanks again for using Casio for that. It's a great multiverse collaboration. With that, we're going to go to our last demo, which is Zurverse, Link World, and Dazzle Labs, or Link technically. And really appreciate that. So let's go. So who from Zurverse, Link?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Sagar here. I would be presenting here for Zurverse.
Yep.
Really glad to have every one of you here. It's been a great hackathon, and we got to interact with a lot of interesting team, and to see the great work that people have been doing. So yeah, I would love to not waste any time and just share my screen and get ahead with it.
I'll do the slides.
Okay, yeah, but I do have a couple of more slides, if that's fine, Rex.
As long as we keep it in time.
Definitely, we will. So yeah, we are presenting Hack Run, one of the games from Zurverse for the metaverse collaboration. It's not our only game, because what we are trying to build is an ecosystem here with multiple games what people would love to play, people of different interests. So let's say if you are interested in strategy, then we're going to build something into that. But right now we are focusing on, we're building Zurverse into different stages. So right now, and it's a narrative-based metaverse. So we are right now in the hippie alien stage, and this is what's going all about. So the main focus is, of course, on the model of play, earn, and conserve that we are building. But right now, currently, we are all into play. So without wasting time, I'll play a brief video on what led to Zurverse, so that you guys can also absorb more about the concept. And this is also something that we made for the hackathon right now, for the Saga hackathon, using AI tools as per the norms.
Hello, mortals. I am Noah, the commander of the fleet of hippie alien cosmic club. I am here to warn you. Immortality is a curse. Yes, immortality is a curse. You won't understand. You were not there to witness the end of your world. Not yet. We have seen it all. We travel from planet to planet in search of nirvana. In all our travels, we have seen exploding stars, dances of distant galaxies drifting apart, and countless civilizations going extinct. And when all hope was lost, we finally heard something. We heard your call. We navigate the wormholes. We surf the cosmic debris. You're coming.
Thanks for watching. Well, so this was the introduction for Hippie Aliens, and we've been building a couple of games. So right now we're in the Hippie Alien stage for Zurverse. So yeah, I'll just lead on to the hack run, the game that that we have been building for the for the multiverse collaboration. So yeah. So this game is being hosted completely on decentralized network on IPFS with the help of Link, which is our infrastructure partner. And so Link is deploying its own chainlet on top of Saga, and we have our own chainlet from Zurverse as well. But as a matter of demonstration, because all the NFTs and everything has been hosted on top of Link as a medium to see that how easy can it be for developers who have no idea about blockchain to host their own NFTs as well as blockchains, and make it much more easier. So that's what Link does as a product, and we are showcasing that in our product as well. So this right now has been hosted on Spheron network that is being built by Link. So I have to switch to the network. Okay, I think it should be there. The network would be there. Let me just do a full screen of this. So to play this, I need a hack NFT, which I can mint right now from the simple page of Link, where anyone can go and they can just host their own NFTs. And this NFT would be minted, and as soon as it's minted, I would be able to see it on the block explorer of Saga. So right now, yeah, so this is the block which I already have my NFT minted now. I can now just and with because this is an NFT powered game, so once you have an NFT, you get a lot of different powers in the game, like you get bullet powers and you get leaderboard access, which unlocks a lot of rewards that we are building eventually, and much more features for the NFT players. But we also have a normal mode for players who do not have any Web3 wallets or any access to Web3 infrastructure. We also have added a tutorial which people can see to people can access. So yeah, now my wallet is connected. This is on the Saga network. I can play my game now. And this one we have modified for the metaverse collaboration. So we came across a lot of cool projects and thought of doing a small dedication. So not just Dazzle Lab and Link, but we have partnered with 5 of them here. So what we have done is we have cruiser ships for each one of them. So this is for Link. This is for the Pixel Bomb, which is from Dazzle Labs. And this is Black History DAO. This is Cosmic Exodus, Tom, who we just saw, and they're building a very cool game. And then this is Innovas. I'm from SO Labs. We're doing DNS for Web3 infrastructures. So we can select any of these ships. We can go back. So for example, let's say I'm doing a Pixel Bomb, for example, right now. If I go back, I see that on my home screen. If I go, okay, I'll play with Cosmic Exodus for now. So yeah, I can just use this and I can start my game. And I can just, this is a hyper casual game built for addictive fun. And there are different powers in this game. Like this is a time wrap or time source. So basically it's part of the storyline of hippie aliens that you're helping them to cross the wormhole. And then the next game that we're building is Cosmic Surfer, which is in a 3D environment. Oops, I died. So yeah, there are a lot of different powers that we have added. So for example, now we have bullet power, which you can use to shoot these blocks and make it easier for you to navigate the game. So yep, there's music on mute, but yeah, it's very cool soundtrack and very addictive as well at the same time. So yeah, that's about HackRun. We do have built-in leaderboards. So all the wallets that are connecting, they're able to get their high scores. And based on these high scores, we are going to reward the players as well. So right now, we don't have any funds to reward these players, but definitely what we're doing is right now is in the next iteration, let me put it on mute. Yeah, so I'll just get back quickly to my slide. Oh yes, I forgot this, but I should let you guys tell you briefly about it. So right now we saw there were a couple of powers inside the game, like there was time wrap, and then there is bullet power, and there's also a shield. So each of these powers have different probabilities. So what we have done with the partners is that we have changed the probabilities for all the partners. So for example, if Link, if someone is, and these would be linked to the NFTs of these players, of these companies, of our partners. So people who would be carrying these NFTs, they would be able to get a unique set of abilities inside the game. And that would make it much more unique. That would make it much a very good example of ecosystem-based collaboration.
We got 3 minutes left. So if you want to do Q&A, any of the investors, or if you had any closing thoughts here to wrap up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's about it. That's what we built for the hackathon. And the next steps would be to give on-chain rewards for the players. Yeah, that's about it for us for now.
Fantastic. Any questions from Judges? Sam?
Yeah, this really great project looks really fun to play. I think this will be my afternoon. Looks addicting, unfortunately for me, but we'd love to hear what's been most surprising or rewarding about building on the blockchain rails versus kind of the traditional gaming ecosystem.
It has been a lot of learning, very frustrating as well at the same time, because a lot of things don't work on the blockchain as easily as they work in the traditional gaming sense. A lot of things fail, a lot of transactions fail, and there's a lot of support for Web2 gaming infrastructure. It's very easy to get help from a ton of resources, and there are a lot of things that are still being built. Most of the things actually are being built for the blockchain, and so it's very new and exciting seas. That's how I see it, and yeah, we feel lucky to be in this space, and it's very exciting.
Awesome.
Well,
Thank you.
Really appreciate all the teams that have built and participated in this hackathon. We have been completely blown away by the level of interest, all the projects submitted, and the creativity through use of generative AI. Thanks to our investors for showing up. I really appreciate it. And most of all, thanks to the teams that have done all the hard work and imagination in building. For next steps, the official closing ceremony will be July 5th. We'll be taking notes and letting teams know who has taken home the Multiverse Collaboration Prize. Very exciting. And with that, Brian, do you have any closing thoughts, or Rebecca, do you have any closing last words you'd like to share with all the amazing builders? Perhaps Rebecca?
So sorry there. I got a call, was definitely trying to decline. But thank you guys so much. Wow. So it's no surprise after seeing those demos that Multiverse was actually, it wasn't really our original idea. It's the idea of our innovators. And then of course, through listening, we decided to make it ecosystem wide. But you can see where that well of inspiration comes from. The level of creativity is amazing. But what's most encouraging of all is that what motivates all of this is really a desire to collaborate with one another and to be free and open, and share your creative energy with others in the ecosystem. So that is a bottomless well, and that is what is so exciting to see. Love all the work. Thank you guys so much. I know that it was only 15 minutes, but hours and hours and hours went into this. So I truly appreciate it. Before I close off, shout out to Rex, Tina, James on our team at Saga, who has spearheaded this this hackathon, and all the work that you see now is a result of their efforts. So really appreciate it, guys. And thank you once again to all the entrants, to all of our judges. Thank you for being here today. And yeah, there will be 2 more demo days over the course of the next week. But for now, I'm going to turn it back to Rex.
Thank you. Brian, any closing words? And thanks to DoraHacks for helping us pull this off.
Yeah, of course. I would just love to echo what you and Rebecca have already mentioned. Of course, we wouldn't be here today if it were not for the efforts for the developers in this hackathon and the overwhelming interest in the Saga Multiverse Hackathon as well. So thank you all for joining today and putting together a demo. I know it took some time, so it's really appreciated. Also like to thank our judges who took some time out of their day to join and get to interact with some of the developer teams as well. I'm sure the developers really appreciate it. So we thank you for taking the time to join. Yeah, so just thanks everyone. As Rebecca said, there's 2 more demo sessions in the pipeline. And if anyone in the audience wants to connect with the developer teams, with any of the projects you saw here today, I'm sure they'd be more than welcome to field your requests. After this session concludes, we'll make sure to get the contact information of all of the developer teams, and we'll share them with any interested parties. I'm sure that if you have any questions, they'd be more than happy to answer them. But yeah, with that being said, those are my closing remarks, and I'd like to thank everyone for joining the first demo session.
Have a good one. Thanks a lot. See you Monday.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.